And this keynote address is over. NUST, you may begin your presentation.
Years ago, soon after the death of King Lobengula in January 1984, Bulawayo was established as a modern settlement. It has grown from the royal crow of King Lobengula to a metropolitan city whose foundation was laid on its industrial growth. As the city celebrates 120 years of growth, my team and I take great pleasure to be part of Bulawayo's celebration of its past, present, and future.
The foundations of progress in Bulawayo were laid on the city's motto, "Siye Phambili," moving forward. And since then, Bulawayo has not looked back. The foundations were laid by men and women who were filled with the spirit of adventure and the will to succeed. As we celebrate the 120th anniversary, we take the opportunity at ensuring that Bulawayo becomes the great city it is meant to be today.
The development of the city of Bulawayo is the evidence that progress does not happen automatically, but is brought about by continuous foresight and effort. This is the success story of the City of Kings, and our motto, Siye Phambili, shows the determined spirit of a successful forward-looking town and city.
Because of its cultural history, Bulawayo has been known as the capital of culture in Zimbabwe. It is therefore our duty as sons and daughters of kings and queens to ensure that our cultural values are upheld.
Our team takes great pride in this year's celebration, and our theme for this year is Transforming Lives as we celebrate 120 years of Bulawayo in existence.
Despite the fact that Bulawayo is the cultural hub of Zimbabwe, it has been argued on different platforms that the youth of today have lost in touch with their culture. This has been mainly attributed to the way young people are dressing nowadays, and our city fathers have linked this loss in culture to social upheaval such as rape, prostitution, HIV and AIDS, teenage pregnancy, and other related social ills.
Others have suggested that the teenage pregnancies in our society are a result of the loss in culture by young people and the economic challenges clouding our country. Lack of employment has forced many to resort to socially immoral activities as others helplessly watch our moral values fade away.
As others were preparing for their celebrations in the comfort of their homes, we identified a group of 30 homeless children, commonly known as street kids. It was even more painful for us to imagine how they survived last winter in the streets. We did not see it fit to rush with our celebrations, and hence we immediately identified an organization called Tutura, which is run by the Scripture Union. Tutura is a rehabilitation center where the homeless children get counseling and some have been reunited with their families.
Unfortunately, most of them did not abide with the rules of the center and ran away to have the freedom to sniff glue and ended up resorting to criminal activities for survival. This saw most of them being incarcerated.
As the NUST ENACTUS team, fully equipped with the passion to transform lives, we did not wait for the situation to get worse. Ladies and gentlemen, our first project,
Beat Me Project.
We laid down our objectives and were to preserve our culture through fashion. Fashion is dynamic and forms an essential and integral part of every culture. It has come to define the lifestyle of people and contributed immensely on how they act.
It is a shame to celebrate our 120th anniversary, whilst others still call the streets their homes. Our culture shuns such a lifestyle, and reaching to this community became our starting point.
We thrive to revive already existing communities and restoring their hope to a new way of life, and this is what we did.
The Ndebele culture has been known to encompass a lot of beadwork, and we capitalized on that. First and foremost, beading is not as simple as it seems. It requires a mastery of the skill, but fortunately, the skill can be learned.
Through a series of serious beading training over a 2-week period, a professional taught us how to make different products out of beads, such as wristbands, necklaces, earrings, headbands, amongst others.
After we were trained to train, we engaged with 30 homeless children, 20 boys and 10 girls, and we taught them on the beading skills that we had acquired. Because we understood the background of these children, informal presentations on a range of topics were made to associate with them on a personal level.
We taught them to make different designs of different beaded products including using already available natural beads. Of these 30 children, 23 of them went to the beading training, and they are currently mastering the skill as they earn a living out of it.
One ready market we found for their produce was the supporters of the local football giants, the Highlanders team. These children now go to the Bubble Field Stadium during football matches to sell their produce. We taught them they need to upgrade their skills through practice and the ability to customize different products to suit different customer specifications for sustainability purposes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it took a long period for these children to get into this condition, and we did not expect an overnight revolution. Rather, we are taking step by step to reach the desired state of affairs, and we are glad to announce that our results indicate that we are in the positive direction.
The environment was preserved by using natural beads in place of synthetic ones, a move to achieve sustainable development goals.
A total of 23 homeless children have been directly impacted through this venture. In terms of indirect impact, we gladly say the whole Bulawayo community has been impacted, as this was a problem not just for the Scripture Union, but to the whole city.
From street kids to entrepreneurs, an individual now makes an average income of $43 per month, and their production and sales are still on the increase. Soon after completion of our training, we focused an average amount of $250 per month individually.
We foresee sustainable business, tracing to the master of the bidding skill through practice and creation of long-term markets. One long-term market that has been discovered is the Highlanders Football Club supporters, which proves the sustainability of this project.
The life skills that we imparted to these children help them to make informed decisions in life, including conforming to moral ways of making money and spending it.
To showcase our culture to the rest of the world, we worked with 26 women from Lupani and taught them the skill of beading. 19 of these women are widows, supporting extended families, and were earning a meager income, which fell well below the biological subsistence level.
In addition, we taught them the dyeing of African attires in partnership with the NUST Textile Technology Department. Cheaper eco-friendly materials and dyes were used to preserve the environment for sustainable development.
Lupani statistics record over 3,000 tourists every year, and to date, over $600 worth of produce has been exported to Belgium and Australia.
After all has been said and done, it seemed we had a reason to celebrate about our 120-year-old Bulawayo, but we did not stop there. Ladies and gentlemen, it came with a heavy heart to see an article in the Chronicle on the 2nd of November 2013, which read, 40 disabled children stranded as Temba Children's Home shut down. Personally, I was even more touched because the home is located in Ziligazi, my residential area.
Temba, translated Shelter of Hope, was now on the verge of shutting down due to the economic quagmires, which are a national anthem in Zimbabwe. How could we celebrate when these children are losing their shelter and their home?
These children are orphans, and some of them have been infected by HIV and AIDS.
Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine throwing a 4-year-old baby into the streets because the center can no longer afford to pay its utility bills. Whatever the reason, it still sounded insane and inhumane to our team, and we had to act upon it.
We brainstormed for sessions to find a more effective way to help these children, and we came to the realization that what these children faced was more than social, economic, and environmental maladies. These children faced emotional catastrophes to which they found the one effective solution: love.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present you our second project.
Love conquers all.
Our objectives for this project do not only conform to the conventional way of doing project, which is triple bottom line oriented. We had one major vision, and that was giving these children the greatest gift of all: love. Our vision triggered us to have the following objectives.
To ensure that Temba Children's Home does not shut down and is sustainable, and to make the children realize that they are not secluded from the Bulawayo community.
And equally important, to put a smile on these children's faces. To achieve these objectives and our vision, this is what we did.
Firstly, we established a partnership with the EWC Home, familiarized ourselves with the administrators, shared our goals with them, which they appreciated.
We then established long-lasting relationships on personal levels with these children to gain a deeper understanding of them and share life experiences. Only 8 of them were still going to school as a result of lack of funding.
Despite their background, all these children had dreams which are so vivid in their minds We therefore made it our responsibility to mentor them and provided career pathing sessions to help them achieve their dreams.
Our team organized and held a gospel concert in partnership with Dot Youth and raised $937 to address the needs of the center. In addition, we sourced a donation from Longman Publishers of educational and poetry books to revive the library of the EWC Center.
We also managed to source a donation of 2 computers for their library, and we taught them basic computer skills. We are now moving towards the use of an equal library, which is an online library that encompasses a wide range of books.
Our team noted that the EWC home had 2 unproductive gardens because the children were being forced to do the gardening. We used our leadership skills to substitute cohesion with influence. We taught them gardening skills and its benefits. We even did the gardening with them for the first days.
For evaluation and assessment of our efforts, we took a 2-week period without visiting the garden, and we were proud to see that the children did the gardening in our absence without force from the administrators. Our next step was helping them to revive their chicken production, which had since stopped over the years.
In a bid to save time and money, we introduced a cheap irrigation scheme, which we termed the cascade irrigation. We designed it from PVC pipes and used cascade drink bottles that others had thrown to the street and posed a threat to our mother planet Earth. This irrigation scheme is so efficient in that it directs water to where it's needed, when it's needed, in the right quantity. It is easily adjustable and easy to maintain. On the other hand, cheap organic manure from cow dung and chicken droppings is being used in their gardens.
Possibility-oriented living, map for life, budgeting, and other soft skill lectures were delivered by our team members.
Ladies and gentlemen, our pride lies in our ability to utilize our diversity and our uniqueness to transform lives and reap extraordinary results. Definitely, our love cannot be quantified, but we gladly share our victory with you.
Our victory is seen by our one vision of giving the greatest gift of all through the following. We spent in excess of 6,000 human hours with these children and created long-lasting relationships with them on a personal level. And some of them even now go to church with our team members.
We brought the children out of their isolated pods and made them realize that they are part and parcel of the Bulawayo community, which is celebrating 120 years this year. Last but not least, save the best for last. We did put a smile on their faces. For us, this was enough as we had achieved our objectives. But to our surprise, we had the following ripple effects over and above our objectives.
54 lives have been transformed. Their hope has been restored. Their self-esteem has been raised, and their quality of life has significantly improved. Over and above that, from just 8 children, 36 of them are now going to school. We have since refurbished their library. We have related to them on a more personal level. We are their mentors, career advisors, and most importantly, friends for life.
From the verge of shutting down and begging, the EWC Center now records an average income of $730 monthly, and their income is increasing exponentially.
Cow dung and chicken droppings are cost-effective and highly nutritious to plants, which increase productivity without harming the already fragile environment.
They learned basic computer skills, which prepared them for most of the social and economic activities happening in this 21st century. After subscribing for internet access, they will become visible on social networks. The Cascadia irrigation scheme saves on time, labor, and money and makes gardening more interesting. Definitely, for these children, life will never be the same again.
Not only is Empton's Nuwetemba Children's Home up and running, but is equally sustainable, as they do not rely on external donations, but on their garden and chicken production. MOUs have been signed with different stakeholders to create long-term markets.
And here's a testimony from the surviving wife of the late Dr. Indoda, the founder of EWC Center.
And we are very happy about NUST ENACTUS, who started to come here to connect together with us in 2013. And it was the planting day. We're playing together with children, enjoying football and netball. Later on, they planned to bring the books for the library. So we are very happy to have those chosen people of God who were magneted by God to bring them here to open up the eyes of children to understand the wisdom to receive from God. We thank God about everything which they are doing. We hope they didn't come here on their own. They were sent by God. support. So we want to thank you for everything. And the day before yesterday, they brought some bags of manure. They want to start irrigation of the garden from Kinsini Timber to help children for whatever their needs they want.
I want to be an engineer.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be an accountant. I want to be a teacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, these may not be charming projects at face value, but we get our objective and we achieve them, even though critics will later to see us fail. To us, there's nothing more appealing or lucrative than that, and that is our story in 2014.
After engaging in this life transforming journey, we are glad to announce that where others saw just kids, we saw endless possibilities.
Where others saw just street kids, we saw entrepreneurs.
Where others saw just destitutes, we saw the future of Zimbabwe.
Where others saw just dead and weak communities, we saw the revival and rebirth of stronger ones.
2014 is a cultural year with NUST ENACTUS team.
With culture comes morality.
With morality comes dignity.
With dignity comes identity.
With identity comes the nation's pride.
My culture teaches me to love.
Love is caring and sharing, and the first step in eradicating poverty. I'm rooted in Kwaseka.
Love
Gives life a meaning and is about making others happy. I'm Paula Piri.
Love promotes peace and unity and makes us stronger as a community. I'm Majita Nyasha.
Love promotes progress and development, and that is what we stand for. I'm Clotilde Rufasha.
My name is Mark Mukumba. On the IT desk is Blessing Mukome and Natasha Aliki. And we are transforming lives as we celebrate 120 years of flower and existence, and we are
NUST ENACTUS!
We will now begin the question and answer period. And just a reminder, only judges are allowed to ask questions. Judges, there's a gentleman there with the microphone, and I'm also here with the microphone. Any questions? Yes, sir.
NUST, could you please explain what you mean by natural beats in your Big Me project?
Thank you for that question, sir.